Hello, everybody. Welcome to Empty Nesters. This is your host, Kristen James. I'm here with you today to talk about my not so empty nest. I have 3 adult children, all are home for the summer and are making my empty nest not so empty. So, we are talking about the trials and tribulations of having your adult children home with you when you're used to having your empty nest. This week's topic is going to be about driving. Now, I will preface by saying that when my kids were growing up and they were in high school, we did the whole driving ed, driving on a permit, and I was not the best parent to be in the car with them when they were driving on a permit for a number of different reasons. It was a lot of anxiety. It was maybe the lack of control I had in the car. There were multiple times when I would have maybe words that came out maybe as screaming and it would freak them out, and it was just not a good situation. So, needless to say, as we went through it, everybody came out okay. Everybody got their license, and they're all driving now. My biggest issue now is them driving on the road, not so much with their driving, but with other people's driving. And that's a big anxiety for me. It weighs heavily on me when they're driving. Like all three of them are out for the weekend. They've all traveled a couple hours away, and I still have them on 360. I know it seems a little bit high schoolish, but I just want to make sure everybody's safe, everybody gets where they're supposed to be, and I'm able to kind of monitor what's going on with them. So later on today, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a deep dive into a story that happened about a week ago here in Virginia. I'm in Richmond, Virginia. And about a week ago, about an hour from here in Stafford, Virginia, there was a crash that occurred from a charter bus that had hit a car that was traveling from Massachusetts to South Carolina for a wedding. And I did a deep dive into this week. It's really been on my mind since it's happened, and I've been following all the details of it. And I want to do some displays of some video and some graphics that will kind of give you a little more better understanding what's going on. My husband, my IT person, has ordered my equipment. It's supposed to be in here today, so I'm hoping for that to come in. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. We're going to do a segment every week that's going to be about like do better. I mean, I have like 3 stories I want to do about that do better. We're going to do a couple of them maybe later on tonight. Like do better. This is definitely one that's in that category. The second one is going to be on the Today Show, which I'm going to show you a clip about that later. I, as you know, am a true crime follower. My background is in criminal justice. I'm retired federal law enforcement, so I'm really into that. I listen to a lot of podcasts on it, and one of the ones I've been following, obviously, is the Karen Reed case in Massachusetts. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I will definitely educate you on that. I follow that every step of the way. But recently, as of yesterday, there was an interview that took place on the Today Show. Not so much about the story, but about what happened in the interview. And this is going to fall into our category of do better Today Show. I'm going to show you exactly what that interview was about and the what's the word I want to use? I guess the disappointment I had in the interview that the Today Show had done with not only Karen Reed, which is the person that was who they're interviewing, but her attorney, and she had 2 attorneys with her. So we'll deep dive that too a little bit later. Once we get the equipment, I want to show it to you and give you the actual interview so you can see it. If you are a fan of the Today Show, then you've probably already seen it. If not, I will show it to you. We'll deep dive that as well later on today when I can get that up and running. But I just want to touch base with you, let you know those are the 2 things that are under our category of do better. One is driving on the roads, and 2 is the mainstream media of the Today Show. And I will preface by saying that when I was really starting out my career a long time ago, the Today Show was kind of like my go-to. Like when I moved, they were always like my constant. Like they're always there. I'd watch them. Katie Couric, Matt Lauer before he got, you know, left the show. But now I don't give the time of day, and now I know why. After the interview I saw yesterday, I don't even pay attention to mainstream news anymore. It's just not what it used to be. And we'll talk about that later on today. Not so much in the empty nester field, but in the whole field of what are we doing? Like, do better. Report on what is going on, not your point of view. So that's what we look forward to tonight. We're going to hopefully do a live. I'm still trying to do a live, but I need that equipment to get in to show you that video that I want to show you of those two stories that are very important and very been weighing on my mind this week. So I think you'll be interested in joining in with us. We'll be later on tonight live about that. Please join me. Please subscribe to our channel. Any comments are welcome. Remember, we still have our fantasy football between man and wife, my husband, who will be doing our fantasy football league here, and I'll be doing the female version of it. So we are still talking about that, which will probably start in August. So join me a little later on tonight. We have I'm going to the pool today. I'm going to get some sun. We have a graduation party tonight that we're going to, and then maybe we'll do live there. That'd be kind of fun to do a live there and check out the other empty nesters that we know. Anyways, have a great day, and I hope to talk to y'all and join me later on today. All right, y'all. Empty nesters and all, we'll see you a little later on tonight. Bye.